India will showcase its growth story from January 27 to 30 as global energy ministers from 17 countries gather in Goa to take part in India Energy Week 2026. The flagship engagement underscores India's commitment to fostering strategic partnerships and investment-led growth in the energy sector. India will show the world how it experienced its energy transition on the ground. Several major agreements and memoranda of understanding are proposed to be signed during the event. Union Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said a series of key side events and roundtables will be organized along the main conference. Listen in.
You know, the previous government, that is prior to 2014, and I worked part of that. When I was as India's ambassador to Brazil, I was told at that stage कि भाई देखो क्या नाम उनका वो ब्राज़ील साओ पाउलो में जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है यूनिका से बात करो. They are the cooperative for biofuels. And so I spoke to the Unica president who became a friend of mine, and he said, you know, if India joins as a biofuels producer, we'll have a global biofuels alliance. I mean, this was 2006. The challenge in all these cases is whether you are setting a target and you are able to meet that target. So we set ourselves a target of 5% blending by 2014. And, you know, I don't want to be too stark, but it was 5% blending in only 10 states and union territories. So overall, we didn't reach that target of 5%. Overall, blending in the country was only 1.4%. Then the government which came in, Mr. Modi's government, in May 2014, they set a target of 10% blending by November 22. I want to share with you that when I became Petroleum Minister in June 2021 or July 2021, I was also worried that 10% hoga ke nahi. Because 10% target means whole country. 10% means you must be able to produce that kind of ethanol. If you're not producing it, what target are you going to meet? Good news was we produced it 5 months in advance. Then we set a target of 20% blending by 2030. And good news, we did it 6 years in advance.
Hardeep Singh Puri said the platform will focus on strengthening energy security, catalyzing investment and advancing practical decarbonisation pathways. IEW 2026 will be structured around 10 strategic themes, reflecting global priorities and India's evolving leadership role. 5 energy talks will be held as one-on-one conversations with senior global energy leaders, focusing on technology, markets and sustainability. Energy talks will highlight technology-led transformation and sustainability. The event will also witness the 9th Prime Minister's Roundtable, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with global CEOs, Indian public sector undertakings and private sector leaders, including senior executives from leading global energy and technology companies. IEW 2026 is expected to be the largest edition so far, with over 75,000 delegates, more than 600 exhibitors including 180 international exhibitors, over 500 global speakers and 120 conference sessions. IEW 2026 will also place strong emphasis on innovation and startup participation through initiatives such as Avinya 2026, the Startup Challenge, Vasudha 3.0 with global participation, and a Hackathon Challenge 2026 involving IITs and focused on critical energy sector. Challenges including AI-based exploration, energy efficiency, hydrogen economy and circular economy. India Energy Week 2026 reflects India's commitment to balancing energy security, economic growth and sustainability while positioning the country as a key global energy hub and a credible voice in the global energy transition.